LMPD says they have made an arrest in the groping incident of a Louisville grandmother. About 15 minutes ago, LMPD posted on social media that they have arrested a 13-year-old boy in the case. The teen has been charged with third-degree abuse. Police say they were made aware of the incident caught on doorbell camera video where the boy walks up to the older woman on her front porch. He eventually groped the woman by brushing her backside several times. Detectives say he does not live in that neighborhood where the incident happened.
Yo, YouTube, what's going on? Trey back here to y'all with another video. Hope y'all having a very great day. Hope y'all having a very great week. My day is going absolutely outstanding. Big shout out to all the channel members and subscribers to the Trey King Show family, and much love to each and every last one of you all. And you all, we have a story out of Kentucky by way of Louisville. And big shout out to everybody in the great state of Kentucky, everybody outside the great state of Louisville. Now, before I start this story, I want to send a special thank you out to my channel members and also to my subscribers for sending me this story. And also, keep these stories coming. And now you all, I have to ask you all a very serious question because we are on a serious topic today. What would you do if a stranger walked off the streets, walked into your yard, on your front porch, and politely and also ferociously grabbed your ass? What would you do? As in the case of this story right here, where we have a 13-year-old boy who decided to walk in the elderly woman's yard and grope her, yes, in the middle of the afternoon. Now, this attack was caught on camera, and this goes to show you the nerve of some people. Now, usually you have to worry about grown men doing this, or also them studs, because them studs get violent too. But at the same time, usually you have to worry about grown men violating women. But in this day and age, as you all know, you have to worry about everything. So not only do you have to worry about the older men violating you, but you also got to worry about, as in the case of this story, young teenage boys violating you. Now you got to understand one thing. What can make a 13-year-old boy think about doing this? And also, what can make a 13-year-old boy be this bold and brazen to do this to an elderly woman? And the elderly woman goes by the name of Jan Fletcher, who happened to be 78 years old. And not once in her 78 years of existence has she ever experienced anything like this. So before we break the story down, let me ask you all, have you ever had anybody to violate you? Have you ever had any person just to walk up to you and grope you, as in the case of this story? And also, please share in the comment section what you would do if somebody ever done this to you. But think about this, though, the nerve of some people. Now, some people are saying that the boy need to be placed in a psychiatric hospital, but at the same time, I believe the teenage boy, even though he don't look no damn 13 to me, like a grown-ass man, I believe he don't need no psychiatric help. I believe he need what? And start with an A, yes, an ass whooping. Let's begin.
Here 55 years, and I've never had a problem with anything. So this was shocking.
Jan Fletcher says she's still surprised she was assaulted on her porch, but she's relieved LMPD has arrested the person who they believe is responsible, a 13-year-old boy.
Now, family, imagine the nerve of a 13-year-old child, yes, a boy, doing this to an elderly woman. And the woman happened to be old enough to be his grandmother, probably his great-grandmother. This goes to show you the nerve of some people and what they're willing to do. Now, you would think that a 13-year-old boy have a lot more to do other than to prey on old women. That's a damn shame right there. And also adding to that point, if you're 13 years old, why don't you have your girlfriend? That way you can whatever with her, even though children should be involved in none of that. But at the same time, it's best that you stick with somebody your age before you're trying to go up here violating women. That's a damn shame right there. And I wonder what this boy's parents have to say about this. I wonder what his mom and dad is saying right now. Because quite naturally, if that was my child and he did something like this to an elderly person, guess what? I would have to whoop his ass every day until he get his mind right. Let's continue.
The 78-year-old says her home security camera captured the entire encounter.
I really hate that these young people are out here doing stuff. I hate it. It's sad. What reason do they get? What enjoyment do they get out of doing stuff? I don't understand it.
And now adding to what Miss Jan Fletcher said, what pleasure, what enjoyment do you think this little boy got out of doing this to this old lady? Please let me know in the comment section, because why would you even look at a 78-year-old woman in that manner and you're 13 years old? It's not like you're a full-grown man. And also, no matter how you look at somebody, that still don't give you a right to violate them. And also, think about if somebody did that to your mom or grandmother, God forbid. How would you feel, sir? But ask yourself once again, Where in the hell did this 13-year-old boy get this idea to do something like this? Because quite naturally, he got it from somewhere. And I can guarantee you right now today, family, that he got this mess off of a porn site because they have porn sites showing guys doing this to women in grocery stores and also department stores, hell, anywhere, even church. Yes, they even doing it in church. So you women out there, don't laugh at this. You all got to take this seriously because if you don't, guess what? That's your ass. Let's continue.
Fletcher says the teen approached her and asked questions about a nearby park and if she was alone at her house. But the questions soon turned to inappropriate behavior as the teen was seen brushing her backside several times and groping her.
As soon as that happened, I said, let me tell you something. You better get out here and you better go now. So he did. He was gone.
And now, family, as I have told you all over the last 9 years, there are always signs before something happens. Because guess what? They have an old saying, and it's called, there's always warning before destruction. The signs was already there. And I know some of y'all are thinking to yourself right now, but Trey, what signs were there? Number one, when he pulled up on that damn bicycle and left that bike in the road and started asking this woman questions. Because quite naturally, I can hear you from there. So you can ask me whatever the hell you want to ask me from the street. There's no need to come in my yard. So the first sign was when he came inside the yard. Now, some of y'all are thinking also with Trey, okay, we get that part. What's the second sign? The second sign is when he walked in her yard with them short-ass shorts on. Nobody in this day and age walking around with short shorts like that unless they want these sweet boys. But quite naturally, sweet boys is not going to violate older women. They may violate an older man, but never an older woman or any damn woman. That's why they sweet boys. And now for the third sign, when the 13-year-old boy asked Miss Jan Fletcher what a park was.
Fletcher says the teen approached her and asked questions about a nearby park and if she was alone at her house.
And now let's think about this, family, and put our thinking caps on today. What 13-year-old boy or girl don't know what a damn park is? So quite naturally, the old lady should be asking him what a park is. Because guess what? Ain't no old people playing in the park. True enough. They may be feeding squirrels or feeding birds in the park or reading a damn book. But guess what, though? Most children know what a park was. So you had all these different signs. And also, you have really more than 3 signs. You had another sign, which would happen to be a 4th sign, when he asked Miss Jan Fletcher, is she home alone?
Fletcher says the teen approached her and asked questions about a nearby park and if she was alone at her house.
That right there is signs for me to go grab my strap. Because, sir, how you just don't walk in off the damn street and politely ask me, am I the only one at home? What kind of mess is that? But Miss Jan Fletcher is very lucky this 13-year-old boy did not have robbery or murder on his mind, because then guess what, family? It'll be a different damn story. And after hearing all that, you got to tell yourself today, I need to be more careful, because you just never know when people are trying to plot on you. It's just that damn simple. Nobody's safe out here in these streets. The young people and also the older people. But it's a damn shame for anybody to violate anybody. But it's even more of a damn shame for a kid, yes, to violate the elderly. That's a damn shame, y'all. Let's continue.
Friday, police announced the 13-year-old had been arrested and charged. They say he does not live in the neighborhood.
And the audacity of this ninja, the 13-year-old boy don't even live in this neighborhood where Miss Jan Fletcher stayed. Like, sir, so what made you come over there? Was you looking to steal something, or was you looking to fill on something? Because it looked like to me, sir, you had trouble on your mind that damn day. And all this happened around 4 p.m. The nerve of some people. So once again, I am very sorry this happened to 7-8-year-old Miss Jan Fletcher, but one has to ask themselves, family, where did this little boy get this idea from? Because quite naturally, I am sure he got it from somewhere. Like I told y'all earlier in the video, maybe one of these porn sites, but he got it from somebody. Somebody put this in his little boy's mind to do this. Now, true enough, he has a mind of his own, but at the same time, what provoked you to do this to this woman? And the woman was just trying to be nice. Now, imagine how scared she was seeing this boy walk in her yard, knowing damn well he wasn't looking for no park. And the 13-year-old boy is lucky Miss Jan Fletcher didn't have a gun on her, because if she would have shot him dead, guess what? You would have had all kind of podcasters and bloggers and wannabe content creators making stories saying how bad the woman was. She must have been a racist. But on the other hand, what do we do when the other people get violated? Think about that. That's why you can't go on color. You got to go on what's right and what's wrong. That's what my whole channel is built by. Anyway, Let's close up.
Fletcher says though disturbed by what happened, she refuses to be intimidated.
I'm not going to be afraid to be out here on my porch.
And she has one question for the teen.
Why he did this? What was the reason that he did it? And I want an apology for him doing it.
And now in closing, as you all heard Miss Jan Fletcher say, she is not intimidated by what happened. She's still going on her front porch no matter what the hell goes on. So that ought to go to show you right there. Miss Jan Fletcher is standing on what we call, yes, business. Now think about this. Miss Jan Fletcher been staying inside of this house for 55 years. And for 55 years, way longer than this 13-year-old boy has been alive, never once has she ever had a problem with anybody. But the first problem she encountered is by a 13-year-old mannish-ass boy feeling all on her. And also family. If she did have something on her back, why can you just tell her where it's at and let her get it off? But also, just to backtrack early in the video, did you see? Did you see how hard that 13-year-old boy was rubbing Miss Jan Fletcher's backside? That 13-year-old boy was rubbing Miss Jan Fletcher so hard, she had to grab the rails and turn to the right side and tell him, stop, demanded that boy to stop. Now, let me ask you all this, family. What punishment do you think the 13-year-old boy should face since he's already been arrested? And also, what do you think should happen to this young man? Should he be forced to apologize to Miss Jan Fletcher, or should he be forced to give a public apology? Because I feel this way. Some of y'all are saying, well, Trey, he's a minor. I know he's a minor, but at the same time, he forgot he's a minor. So since he did this in public, guess what? He needs to apologize to everybody because he bust all our eyes out by seeing this mess. That's a damn shame. And boy, wherever you at, go get you somebody your age. Because trust me, you're not ready for no mountain lion. You're not ready for no cougar. Because trust me, young man, you need to start before you end up dead or before you wind up in prison with 50,000 years. Because nobody's going to sit there and let you violate their grandmother or mom or even daughter or wife like that. So, sir, you need to be very careful and change your ways. And also, whoever your parents is, they need to whoop your ass today after seeing this video. Anyway, you all let me know what you think about this story. If there's anything I may have missed or misinformed, which is not my true intent, please let me know in the comment section, or you can email me and we can talk about it more there. If you like the video, push that like button. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Also share the video with your family and friends. And until next time, you all stay blessed and make sure you all out there watching your back. And also now, as it relates to this story, watch your ass, because you just never know when evil lurks. So always stand on guard. Always keep your head on the swivel. And guess what? Always expect everything, because as this story show you, just because it's a 13-year-old boy who may look innocent asking for directions to a park, that does not mean he does not have trouble on his mind. Think about that. Anyway, I will see y'all soon on next Trey King Show. And guess what? I'm out.